Hey guys, welcome to week 3. This is Kaylin again with Landmark Makers, a full-service recruiting firm dedicated to high-growth companies. So this week it's a lot of fun. It's how to advertise your opening. There are 5 main vehicles in which you can do it, and it's very funny. We get questions about how to advertise a position all the time, and don't make it more complicated than it is, guys. You can do this. You've advertised your product enough to be a high-growth company. Advertising your careers that you have available is no different than advertising your product. So I've got faith in you, and we're here to help you out. So 5 ways. We're going to count them down, hopefully in the next 5 minutes, on how to do that. The first one, social media. We did have a post that either came out or is coming out next week teaching you how to leverage social media in a very efficient way. So sites to use, don't hesitate. Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Snapchat, all of these options. YouTube, look at what we're doing with this video series. All of these options are available for you to use to advertise your position. You're going to want to show that your company's friendly, your people are nice, your leadership team has great experience, and any other perks that you can think about that could really change the way someone may view your company. Don't shy away from using photos. Show employees having fun, show how great the morale is, and make sure that when you use social media, you're using relevant hashtags. They're very powerful. So for example, if you are a recruiting company, we do a lot of work with recruiting companies finding recruiters. We're not afraid to use hashtag recruiter. So the other thing you want to do is you want to include links in your social media to divert to your company website, which is the number 2 place where you should be posting your ads. So go on your website, have a careers tab, okay? Why we want to work here, what you'll understand about working here, things we look for in candidates, perks we have. One of our clients has a foosball table in their break room. Post that. Not everybody has a foosball table. It's a great thing to sell. The other thing you want to do is make sure that your tab is easy on the eyes and sells a potential candidate on why your company is great, why your team is great, and why the career opportunities you have available are great. You can also use job boards. So some of the very popular ones, Sales Ladder, Career Builder, Monster, Indeed. I personally shy away from Craigslist, but for some positions, especially general labor, it can be a great tool. Execunet is another wonderful one, so make sure you're using job boards. A lot of these, they do cost you some money up front, so make sure you do some research as to what job board might be great for your industry. There's other tools such as ZipRecruiter, for example, that they post to multiple job boards. Just make sure that you're not paying for a service where you're not getting access to your target candidate base. Just because they post to 100 job boards doesn't necessarily mean those are the best job boards for you. The other thing about boards is be ready. You will have all sorts of candidates across the entire spectrum of skill sets reaching out to you for an opportunity. It happens every day here. We'll post an ad for maybe a salesperson, and we'll get somebody who hates sales. They just wanted their resume out there. So just be aware that if you're going to post a job board, you're going to get a plethora of resumes. Internal referrals. Never, never discredit the power of this. Have an internal employee referral program. One client I have, they offer their people $1,000 if their internal referral lasts for over 30 days. It's a great way to build trust within an organization. And when you're posting things on social media, don't hesitate to show the entire team and maybe a hashtag internal referral. Let them know that it's a fun place to work. You promote from within if you do, and really showcase how internal referrals can grow the organization. Also, when you post something on your social media for a vacancy, send out a company-wide email and ask your employees to like it and share it with their networks. This is a very underutilized tool that will go far for you. Lastly, I hate to say it, but if you know of one, use a dedicated recruiting firm. Make sure you do your research. There are a lot of crazy things out there that recruiting firms do. I know because I've worked for a few of them, and I've heard a lot of stories over my years in hiring people from agencies. So one thing you really want to make sure of is that a good recruiting firm is going to give you market analytics and data on the environment. So if you're hiring for an accountant in a certain zip code, they will tell you how much the salary is, what's realistic, what the average tenure is in that industry geographic for an accountant. So make sure it's a recruiting firm that has a lot of knowledge on the position in which you need filled. Also, look for a recruiting firm that has a sense of urgency. You don't want one. If they take more than 48 hours to respond to a question, they're not really dedicated to you. So make sure they have a high sense of urgency and that they can create a customized approach for you rather than send you 20 candidates and hope one sticks. Lastly, if you're going to use a recruiting firm, get one with a high attention to detail, guys. You and your position and your company and your leadership team is unique. I can't say that enough. You guys are unique. You need a unique, personalized, customized approach to growing your organization. What you have in your organization got you to where you are today. The question is where do you want to go? And there is no cookie cutter approach to finding talent to get you and your team and your future employees around a goal that will get you there in the future. So, 5 ways to advertise. We went through it relatively quick. Here it is if you want to take notes. But we will be back next week with yet another series in our 9-part educational series on how to help you leverage agency recruiting tricks to grow your company. Kaylin, Landmark Makers, looking forward to it.